DJVlog, star date, August 6th, 2022. I think that's how it goes. Hey folks, it's Eric from Eric's DJ Services. And on Facebook, I was saying that I'm going to start a DJVlog, or DJVlog, sorry. I'm new at this, bear with me. So basically, I'm just going to show you the life of a DJ on gig day, that is. I do sorry for the way I look. I just got up. Unfortunately, I have to work a little bit harder to look pretty. So anyway, yeah. So basically, I'm going to show you the life of a DJ on gig day. It's not just showing up, press and play, folks. There's a lot more involved. All right? Say hello to Kiss. Let's go. All right, folks. Here is the equipment that I use. It's not a lot, but some DJs use a lot more and some DJs use a lot less. There is no rule of thumb. Whatever works for you, go for it. So basically, I'm just going to go over the pieces of equipment. I'm not going to get too technical or anything like that, because basically I'm not technical. So basically over here, as I'm pointing to, it's your subwoofer. Basically, your subwoofer brings out the lower frequencies, brings out that bass. It compensates the bass for your speakers if your speakers don't have a lot of bass. I haven't used a subwoofer in the past. I did use this one last Saturday at an event, and I was blown away. Like I said, I haven't used one in the past. I've always wanted to use a subwoofer, but unfortunately, the ones in the past have always been, have always been heavy and expensive. This one's made by Yorkville, sorry. I'm in no way means sponsored by Yorkville. I wish I was, but I'm not, but this one is awesome. Over here, I'll bend down a bit so you can see. Okay, I'm a DJ, not a cameraman. I do apologize. These speakers, again, by Yorkville. I bought these recently because I did have a pair of Yorkville 15-inch speakers that I've used over the past couple of years. Excuse me. And basically, they have become heavy. So I bought these ones. These are a lot lighter because, let's face it, folks, I'm not getting any younger. So I need to really watch my back. I plan on DJing for a very long time. I don't plan on stopping anytime. So I need to really watch my health. These speakers are very, very good. Again, I used them last weekend with the subwoofer and they sound amazing. Over here is another set of Yorkville speakers. They are battery powered and they are battery powered and Bluetooth, sorry. So basically, I use these for ceremonies. They're great. They take about 10 seconds to set up and 10 seconds to break down. What's great about them is that they are Bluetooth, like I said. So you don't have to be right near the speaker. You don't have to connect any cables. You can control the music and volume with your phone or any type of Bluetooth device. And then they're awesome because they're battery powered, so you don't have to plug them in. So you can have them at a ceremony where there's no power. They are a game changer. They're amazing. They're awesome. And I get a lot of compliments on them. Over here is my controller box. I won't open it right now. You'll see it tonight at the venue. I'll show you. And basically, it's the engine of the DJ. It basically is the controls the music and keeps it organized and plays it. Under here, you've got a blue box. And in that blue box, I have my speaker cables, lighting, and such. Back there is a table. I don't use that table anymore. I have a bigger, better, stronger table. But I don't throw things away, folks. I'm of the mindset that you never know, you might have to use it or need it or whatever. As I always say, it's better to bring it and not use it than need it and not have it. It's kind of a rule. Over here is a speaker stand. Now I do have other speaker stands. They are crank stands. Basically, you put the speaker on top of the stand and crank it up and crank it down. Again, back savers because I am old. Anyway, so that's my equipment. It's very simple. Unfortunately, it's not very cheap, but you pay for quality. And I get a lot of compliments on my sound, and it does the job, all right? Anyway, next up, I'm going to show you how I load it into my vehicle. I have a car, believe it or not, but it can be done, and I prove it. All right, anyway, let's go. All right, so I'm going to my car. Every time I have a show, I usually go to my car and make sure it's all cleaned out and getting ready for setting up my gig. Obviously I drive my car every day, so I know what's in it, what's not in it, but it's always good just to check, you know, your vehicle and make sure that, you know, you're not taking stuff with you that you don't want, and make sure there's room. So there's that table I was telling you guys about. This is a table I do use. I got a Canadian Tire. Again, I'm not sponsored by Canadian Tire, but again, I wish I was. It's a lot better table. It's more sturdier. I just feel a lot safer with my equipment on it. So usually in here, I put my controller box and I put the subwoofer in here. Believe it or not, folks, it does fit. So let's come around here. All right, this is the front of my car. This is usually where I put my computers, my lighting and stuff. I know the car is a mess. I do have to clean it up sometime before the winter. So that's where I put that stuff. And then come around here. I know this might be boring stuff, people, but it's good information. Just anybody who's starting to DJ or whatever, if they are want to know what type of vehicle they get, just to let you know, you can do it with the car. So back here will be my speakers. Later on, I will show you when it's packed and show you that it can be done. All right, so that's a little tour of my car. This is what I use to get to my gigs. Like I said, it does work. It may sound a little kind of crazy that I only use a car, but it can be done. So next up, I will show you it packed. All right, let's go. All right, folks, the car is all packed and I'm ready to go. Holy moly, it is so hot out here. It feels like it's 1,000,000 degrees. So I'm just gonna show you what I was talking about. Open up the trunk. So there I have my speakers, nicely fit in there. That's my suit. That's my suit I'm going to wear tonight, in a nice tip-top bag. And that blue box I was telling you about with all my lighting and cables and accessories. So that's everything that goes in my trunk. As you can tell, the trunk is full. Then we come around here, and there is the subwoofer. See, it fits quite nicely in there. Not too bad. Then I got those speaker stands I was telling you folks about. The crank stands, they go nicely on the floor. And we'll come around here, and there is my computers. I have my main computer and I have my backup computer. You never know what might happen. Nothing's ever happened, but never say never. And this blue bag down here, this Walmart bag, has this extra stuff, my business cards and my tablet and some extra cables and stuff. This miscellaneous stuff that sometimes I use, sometimes I don't. And there's my lighting. It's my 2 globes that I use. And let's go on the other side of the car here. Did I mention it's really hot out? And here's my my trolley I use. Again, back saver, because like I said before, I'm old. And down here is my control box, which I'll show you my controller when we get to the venue. All right, so I'm ready to go. It's gonna take about half an hour, about 25 minutes to half an hour to get to my venue. I will, once I get there, I will show you the venue, the outside and everything, and obviously I'll show you my setup and everything, but I'm ready to rock. Let's get this party going, all right? So let's go. All right, folks, we are here. We are at the Colonnade Golf and Country Club. It's even hot out here, probably hotter out here. This is a beautiful venue. I have played here many times. Yeah, it's great. It only took me like, what, 20 minutes? Well, 25 minutes to get here. If anybody's wondering about that little video about taking the road trip that I took of the road, don't worry. It was a hands-free device. Both hands are on the wheel. No need to worry. I'm always being safe. I want to get to these events in one piece, not many pieces. So anyway, like I said, this is the venue. I'm going to be playing inside there. So I'm going to go in. Even though I've been here many times, I still go in, introduce myself, and I know I'm going to be setting up. I know where I'm going to be setting up. I'm going to be setting up on the stage. But, you know, things are different. Brides and grooms, sometimes, you know, they are different from person to person, and sometimes you're not set up in the same place. It depends on the bride and groom, so it's always good to find out. So before I take anything out of my vehicle, I go in, introduce myself, and find out where I am, and then I take everything out, all right? So let's go inside. All right, so I got everything in here, as you can tell. Everything's here on the stage. This is where I'm going to be tonight. This is usually where I am, so nothing has changed and whatnot. So there's a table. Sometimes you'll get a table. It will depend on, again, on the bride and groom's preference, because sometimes the table will be, sorry, I'm out of breath. Sometimes the table will be dressed according to the color scheme. So if you ever see that, do not bring your own table in. If you bring your table, keep it in the car. Use their table, because obviously they have a color scheme going. The last thing you want to do is mess that up. So I have the subwoofer on the floor where I'll be putting it. I'm just going to show you the venue here. This is the venue. It's a very elongated venue, very long and narrow. Sounds amazing in here. Like I said, I've been here many times, and I've never had any problem with sound filling the room. So there's a little bit of the room here. I'll pan around. This is the Colonnade Golf and Country Club in Joyceville. I highly recommend if you're having a wedding or any type of big event. I can't recommend this place enough. And oh yeah, the all famous candy table. Very popular, especially with the kids. All right, so there's the venue, and this is where I'm going to be doing the magic. That's where the magic comes from, up there. And so next I will show you my setup. Let's go. All right, so I'm all set up. Here I have my tablet. So basically on this tablet, I'm going to have the schedule for the wedding. Everything that the bride has sent me. Now what I usually do a month before my weddings, I will send the bride and groom a DJ wedding planner sheet. So basically they can write everything they need the DJ to know from start to finish. And I'll have that up for me for reference. Of course I have my mic. They will be using the mic tonight for speeches, and I'll be using it too. And this is my computer running virtual DJ. This is the program that I run the music. And here is the big secret that was behind that box. I told you I was going to show you. This is the engine. This is the controller. This plays the music, keeps it organized, and keeps the party rocking. Over here I have a little light here. It's a little party light. Normally I'll have it up on a box, but because I'm on a stage tonight, I don't really need it. I'm up elevated, so I don't really need it on top of a box. The stage is fine. Over here is one of my speakers, as you've seen before. And then my other speaker over here. I have my subwoofer down at the floor. You should always put your subwoofers on the floor. Never ever put your subwoofers up high. It's supposed to be a low frequency. It's supposed to be a lower sound. So if it's a lower sound, a lower frequency, obviously put it on the floor. It's gonna sound a lot better. And there are my two globes as well. Just want to point out over here, this is my stuff, my boxes, my cases, my bags. If you are DJing, please keep these out of sight. it just makes the place look a lot better. You don't want things cluttered. You don't want things looking trashy. Remember, you are doing somebody's wedding. You're invited. You're a guest. Yes, you're a paid guest, but you're still a guest. Please respect. So there's my suit over there, ready to be worn. And yeah, there we go. We're ready to go. So right now I'm going to do a sound check, and I'll come back for that. Let's go. So there you go. That sounds pretty darn good to me. You notice I have my speakers on these pedestals. I wasn't planning on doing this. I saw these at the venue when I was setting up, and I kindly, very politely, asked the manager if I can use them. So I'm not going to use my speaker stands. I'm going to use these. They actually look like they actually fit the speakers better than the stands. But no, if you ever come across something in the venue that you're playing at and you want to use, please, by all means, ask them. Don't go ahead and just use it or whatever, because, you know, that's not right. Just ask politely, hey, can I use these? And I'm sure 9 times out of 10, they'll be more than happy, if they're not using it, to let you use them yourself. All right, so there's my setup, people. You know, like I said, it's very simple, but big sound. So right now I'm going to be taking a break. I'm quite early, which I'm always early, but I always say it's better to be early than late, because if you're late, you're just rushing. And I don't like to rush through this stuff because rushing causes mistakes. So right now I'm just going to chill, relax, go over my DJing planner sheet, make sure I got all the music, make sure I do have all the music, but make sure I have all the music in order. And I'm going to go over and I'm going to practice the names. I'm actually introducing the bridal party tonight, and it is a mixed race wedding. I believe the groom is Nigerian, so there's a lot of Nigerian names that I'm going to have to say in the bridal party announcements. So very important, go over those. If you are giving instructions to do MCing, please, I can't stress enough, if they are difficult names, ask them to send you the phonetic, or not the phonetic, the pronunciation, sorry, I can't even say that, the pronunciation of the names, and go over it. Just don't wing it, really. People take offense if you say their name wrong, believe me, and they have every right to. So if you are given the responsibility to MC, which you should be as a DJ, definitely go over the names. Okay, do not get them wrong. Believe me, you'll never live it down. Anywho, that's my setup, that's my instructions. Next time I see you, I will be right in the thick of it, and we'll be back. Okay, so let's go. All right, there's one more thing I want to show everybody before I show you me actually performing. And yes, folks, this is the washroom. I'm sure everybody by now knows what a washroom is. You're probably thinking, Eric, why in the heck are you showing us a washroom? What the heck does that got to do with DJing? Well, let me tell you what it has to do with DJing. Hopefully you can hear me over this fan. Every DJ knows what this is called. I mean, I'm sure everybody in the world knows what this is called. We call this a toilet or a stall. To a DJ, it is our change room. Yes, folks, it is our change room. We do not have fancy dressing rooms like big stars do. This is our dressing room. And it comes equipped with a toilet, so that's great too. So this is where I will be changing into my suit, because obviously I don't want to be in my suit when I'm setting up and stuff, and I don't want to get in my suit too early because it's too hot. So yes, to the DJ, to anybody else, this is a toilet. To a DJ, this is their change room. All right, so it's a wonderful bathroom though. Very nice for a bathroom. There you go. Okay, so when we get back, enough of the bathroom. Okay, so when we get back, like I said, we'll be in the thick of it and we'll be getting the party going. Well, we're gonna start off with playing the introductions, and then I'm going to be doing the introductions, and then we're going to be doing cocktails and then dinner and dance. So I'll be back for those. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to go change now because we're going to be starting the introduction soon. So I'm going to go into my office. When I come back, I'm going to be, well, hopefully, I'm going to be a sharp dressed man. Background music, slow music, kind of a nice way to, a nice way to set the mood before we begin the proceedings. So I'm just playing some background music. You can pick whatever you want. The bride and groom didn't really say anything specific that she wanted, but she said just play background music, whatever, get people in the mood for a wedding. All right. So that's what I'm doing now, and then after that we'll do the announcements, the calling of the bride and groom, the wedding party and stuff. Okay, we'll be back for that. Let's go. All right, folks. At this time, we're going to introduce the wedding party. But first, we do have the parents of the bride and groom. Please welcome the bride's parents, Mary and Fraser Haywood. Next we have the groom's parents, Rose and Christoph Endry. I do want to just let everybody know if I say the names wrong, I do apologize beforehand. I'll try my best. So first we have Brittany Nagrogen and Samuel Endry.
Please welcome with me the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Christopher and Samantha Andrew.
Right now, they're doing speeches. Sometimes the bride and groom will want to use your system to, do the speeches through your mic. And sometimes the venue might have their own mic. It really depends on what the bride and groom wants. Of course, once again, at this particular moment, they're using the venue's mic, which is fine.
Someone is saying something first.
Right now, they're playing a game called the Shoe Game. It basically is a game about how well do you know your spouse. Sometimes it's led by the DJ, who basically just reads the paper. Or sometimes it's actually by a family member who knows them very well. It's a pretty fun game. It gets lots of laughs. Alright, so what we got here now is the dollar dance. Basically, if anybody wants to dance with the bride and groom, they have to give them $1. It's a nice money earner for the bride and groom. And you get to dance with the handsome groom and the beautiful bride. What more can you ask for?
Well, folks, it was a good night. Lots of dancing, lots of fun. That's pretty much what DJing is, folks. That's pretty much what DJing is on a day of a gig. There's a lot of work involved. I won't be lying to you. It is a lot of work, but I love it. There's a lot of lugging, pulling, pushing, bending, meeting new people, which is great, and just making sure everybody's having a great time. Especially the bride and groom, the clients that are paying. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this DJ video log as much as I enjoyed making it. I'll do a couple other ones too later on. I'm going to have to piece this one together now. Going to add some music, add some effects. I really hope it turns out really, really well. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for their support over the years, me doing this, and I just enjoy doing it. I don't see myself quitting until I'm 6 feet under, and even then I'll probably still rock from the grave. Anyway, folks, as I always say, until next time, keep that music spinning. Peace.